Welcome. This session is going to be on coordinating a couple basic hand movements, three of them in particular, with a few steps, two different steps. The hand movements that we're going to be covering, we've reviewed already in the past. One of them is holding the ball and striking. Boom, like this. Next one is going to be, second one we'll cover is brushing the knee, pressing here, lifting up the hands, pressing, and then finally pushing back. Pushing back the monkey, in some traditions they call it, but just pushing back. The first two are going to be with a forward step, coming here, stepping forward, holding the ball. On the other side, holding the ball, stepping forward. We can also do the same thing, same leg movement applies to the brushing the knee. Stepping forward, brushing the knee, and then the other side, stepping forward, rocking back, finishing the step. Stepping forward, brush the knee, rock back, finish the step. The pushing back movement, pushing back the monkey, is going to go with a stepping back. So we'll just try and cover these three hand movements with these 3 foot movements and just coordinate them. It's going to be a lot to fit into 30 minutes, so we're going to skip past the warm-up, and you can kind of do the warm-up on your own. What we will do, just to get things started, get things flowing, is to pass the weight from foot to foot. So starting here 50-50 with the weight. First, slowly pass the weight onto the left leg. Free up the right leg. Slowly pass the weight onto the right leg. Free up the left leg. And now we'll play around with adjusting the speed. First, super slow. Relax. Settle. Until all the weight is on the left. And you're ready to lift. One more super slow. Pass the weight onto the right, as slow as you can. Settle, settle. Finally, lift up. Now medium speed. Pass it kind of slow, but we're still making progress onto this left leg. Lift up the right, same thing. Pass it kind of slow, but still moving. Speeding up just a little bit. Lift up, and then really fast. We don't even have to do the lift up, but just passing to one leg, passing to the other. So we'll keep doing that. Keep doing that variation. First, 2 of them very slow. Pass the weight, and you can start to turn the hips however they want to turn, whatever feels right. Really slow once. Really slow a second time. Relaxing. Now medium speed, passing the weight just a little bit quicker onto my right leg, a little bit quicker onto my left, and then finally fast. Whoosh, whoosh. One more cycle like that. Slow, real slow. Feeling everything. Maybe I want to turn my feet a little bit. You could do whatever variation you want, just as long as you're passing the weight. Maybe I want to turn my waist a little bit. That's fine. Just pass the weight onto the left leg now. Now medium speed, pass the weight back onto the right. Pass the weight onto the left. And finally, quickly, 1, 2. Just to get things flowing a little bit. Now we'll do a quick review of those 3 hand movements, followed by the forward stepping, backward stepping, and bringing them all together. Each of the hand movements have the same coordination. They have turning to the right, turning to the center, turning to the left, back to the center. Turning to the right, when we hold the ball, will be right hand on top, left hand on bottom, right hand in front of chest, left hand in front of dantian. As one hand presses down, the other one rises. Come to the front. Go to the other side. Hold the ball. Come to the front. We're going to want to start to coordinate the breath to really get everything in line. The hips and the breath are the 2 coordinating factors. If nothing else, focus on the hips specifically. Hips turn to the left when I form the ball. Hips turn to the front as I'm striking. Hips turn to the right as I form the ball on the other side. Hips turn to the left as I strike. If you're going to add the breath to that, it's inhaling as I'm forming the ball, exhaling as I'm striking, inhaling as I'm forming the other side, exhaling. When we're doing this standing in place hand movement, the focus is just on letting the hips turn all the way 45 degrees here, so everything else is happening in service of the hips turning to the front, hips turning to the side, hips turning to the front. And so for that reason, the feet will do whatever they need to allow that to turn. Some people prefer to turn on their toes as they're doing the movement. They prefer that. Maybe you want to turn on your heel. Maybe you want to turn one heel at a time. I'm forgetting the hands right now because I'm just focusing on the feet. Some people might want to keep the feet steady and just twist. And that's good only if you have already a certain degree of ankle stability, ankle flexibility. So I'm just saying, allow your feet to do whatever they need to in order to facilitate this smooth turning of the hip. So we got to hold the ball as our first movement. Next, we're going to transition into brushing the knee. Brushing the knee, we've done a little bit before, but we'll do a quick review. Has the same structure, starting to the right. I guess I'll come up close so you can really see the hands. Starting to the right, right palm up in front of your face, left palm protecting you, protecting your side. And as you begin the movement, the left palm lowers itself while the right fingers come to the face, toward the eyes, direct them in front. And as you're pressing, as you're sending this hand to the front, eventually it's going to hit an invisible wall. It's going to hit its target, hit where it's headed, and you're going to sink, push. So the wrist relaxes. Once you hit where you're going, press. The same time as that's happening with the top hand coming in front, the bottom hand is like you're in the water, scooping a wave around you, and you're just, they call it brushing the knee, because when you actually step with it, you're going to be blocking, pushing away, brushing around your knee. Same time as the top hand is going in front, the bottom hand is brushing the knee, and then finally, settling. You settle with one wrist pressing, the one that's pushing, also the other wrist pressing, flexing. One of them is in a pushing situation, one of them is in a blocking situation, but both of those wrists flex at the same time to finish the movement. So let's try. Turning from the right, palms up, bring it here, send the fingers in front, push when you face forward. Now lift up the palms, left palm up as we turn to the left 45 degrees. Allow the right hand to go low, top hand to go toward the face, and then send the left hand in front. Both of them flex. Come up close so you can see that a few times. Starting here, send the fingers of the right hand forward while we brush the knee with the left, and at the last second, press. Turn to the left. Start here. Send the fingers of the left hand forward as we brush, and at the last second when we square it off, when we square our hips and everything, hips, square our shoulders, press. 4 more times. Lift up here. Send it forward. I like to exhale as I'm exerting, as I press. Exhale. Then I start to inhale as I form the structure again on the left side. And then I exhale as I press. That was 1 cycle. Let's do 3 more cycles. Palms up. I'm looking at my palm. I'm watching it go forward, and I'm exhaling. Looking the other way. Palms up. Watching the fingers as they go in front. That was 2. Relax. 2 more. Palm up. Getting ready. Sending my hips to the front. This is where the forward step is going to happen, where our bow stance is going to be. That's in a moment when we put it all together. Here, left fingers creep in front, and then at the last second, both wrists flex. 1 more cycle just like that. Inhaling as I get ready. My right palm is up. My left hand goes low. My right fingers creep in front, and both of them move. One of them's pressing, the other one's blocking at the same time. And the other hand, same thing. Lift up. Forward. Press. Relax. So we have 2 hand movements so far that we've covered. From one corner holding the ball, striking. Other corner holding the ball, striking. We've now done brushing the knee. One hand pressing, the other hand blocking. Starting again, now the left hand pressing in front, blocking. And both of those movements are going to be with a forward step, striking, holding the ball on a forward step, or pushing, brushing the knee on a forward step. Next, we'll do the hand movement of pushing back, repelling the monkey, pushing back the monkey. That's the name that I received when I was learning. Some people now just call it pushback, pushing back. As we turn to the right, we have our right palm out to the side, kind of eye level, up high. Our left palm directly in front of the chest. We begin the movement similar to brush knee, where we have the fingers coming to our face, to our eyes. Then we redirect them in front and going to slide them over the left hand. Still doing the same thing as brush knee was doing, where we let the fingers begin, and then press. But this time, as we press with our right hand, what we're going to be doing with the left that's underneath it, that's going to swing down and then swing up. But let me square off so you can kind of get a sense of the orientation of everything. Out here, fingers to the face, forward. Slide one hand over, and as we press the right palm, we let the left swing down, lift both palms up. Now the right palm is in front of the chest, left palm is out to the side, and the final movement, the feature of the movement is turning the palms up. So we begin with the fingers coming forward, sliding over. I'm exhaling as I'm pushing, letting this palm rise up, two palms rising up to shoulder height or a little higher. Twist. Begin. Right hand in front. We'll do 4 cycles. Pressing. Lift 2 palms up and then twist the palms face up. Left hand goes forward. I'm going to step forward so you can see a little closer. Press. Lift both palms up as you turn to the right. Rotate them. Bring the fingers here. That was 1 cycle. We'll do 3 more cycles. Forward and press. Allow the left hand to rise up. And at the last second, palms turn up. Left hand goes forward. I'm exhaling as I push. Inhaling as I'm letting the hands rise up. That was 2 cycles. We'll do 2 more. Palms face up. I'm watching my palm as my fingers come toward me. Fingers come toward the front. Press. Lift everything up. Palms up. Take the left hand forward. Slide it over the other hand. And press. 1 more cycle like that. The hands are up. The arms are up. Then the palms are up. Then we begin again. Last cycle. Send the right hand forward. Press. Let the left hand rise. Left arm rise. Finally 2 palms up. Finish the movement. Send the left palm in front. Press. So I know we've done these hand movements. We've done 4 different hand movements because we've also done cloud hands. But I want to really review and hammer these 3 in, because the more that these can just be on autopilot, they can be ingrained in your body to the point where you don't have to really think about them. You just know when my waist is turned to the right, my hand is out here. As soon as my waist turns forward, I'm pushing. Then my waist is turned to the left, and then my waist. Once you have that in you, then the stepping back with it is going to make a lot of sense, a lot more sense. Let's review forward step, which we've done a bit before, and then really cover backward step, and then we'll have a few minutes to put it all together into a single movement. The hand movement together, coordinated with the leg movement. Forward stepping with the legs, starting facing the corner, 45 degrees to the right. I bend the knees, always have the same old posture, tailbone tucked under to really engage the core. Crown of the head pulled up. I'm going to bend the knee, put all my weight on the right. Open out the left heel to the corner. Gradually shifting my body till it's 50-50 on the feet. And then I start to turn my hips forward as I get into this bow stance. So I'll quickly just show you the bow stance if I were to show you it from a profile. Let's see. 1 second. Show you the bow stance from a profile. Boom. Tailbone still under. Majority of the weight on the front here. Let's do that one last time. One more time. Bend the knees. Free up the left leg. Out to the corner. Send the body forward 50-50, and then a little more weight on the left as we finish by sending the hips, twisting the hips to the front. Rock all the weight back onto the right leg, which frees up the left. We rotate the left, rotate toward the left, and then finish. Send all the weight on top of the left leg, tailbone still tucked under, everything's controlled till we can bring the feet together. Our right toe is in here, ready to step out to the right now. Now the heel goes out to the corner. We go 50-50 on the weight, and then we go 3/4 weight as we turn the hips to the front. Rock back. Rotate to the right. All the way forward. Yes. We're going to do that again. We're going to do maybe 6 steps. I'm going to reorient this so you can really see the legs. And we'll take 6 steps, 6 forward steps. Start over here. Body to the right. Bend the knees. All the weight on the right leg. Left heel out. Rock 50-50 with the weight, and then 3/4 with the weight as you lunge forward into this bow stance. Rock back, all the weight on the right leg. rotate, finish. All the weight on the left. That was one step. We'll do 5 more. Feet together. Second step. Out to the quarter, diagonal, getting your weight 50-50, and then finally pushing forward, twisting the hip forward, rocking back, turning, finishing all the weight on the right. That was 2 steps. 4 more. Feet together. Left leg out to the corner, forward, rock forward, rock back, turn to the left, finish. All the weight on the left. Feet together. Right leg out. Keep going as I reposition myself. Right leg out. Rock forward. Boom. Rock back. Turn. That was 4. We'll do 2 more steps. All the weight as we finish this 4th step. Free up the left leg out to the corner. Rock forward. Rock back. Turn to the left. Turn to the front. Push all the weight there, and then finally, right leg out. Rock forward into a bow stance. Rock back. Rotate. Finish. All the weight on the right. Here. Good. That's the forward stepping that we're reviewing there, and we're going to now do the backward stepping. I also actually had a brief malfunction with the equipment, so I've had to edit this in the audio afterward. Hopefully it all lines up. The issue with the backward, we're going to present it the same way we did the front, which is, facing forward as well as facing from the profile, and hopefully that all works together and is clear. Start oriented toward the front, facing the camera, and then from there, turn 45 degrees to the right. So we have both our feet face to the right, bend the knees, and put all the weight on the right leg. And that's going to free up our left knee to just go in front here. We'll step back so you can see. So we're standing all the weight on the right leg, left toe in front. And we're going to eventually have the right hand out to the side, but we'll worry about the hands in a moment. For now, just focus on the feet. Take that left leg, bring it to our heel, and then shoot it back diagonally backward. Same as when we're doing the forward step, where we kind of go at this diagonal angle. So you shoot the left toe in back, put all the weight on it, and gradually all your weight on your whole foot, your whole left foot. So now you see your hips have turned to the left 45, which means you're going to want to free up the right foot so that it turns as well to orient that 45 degrees. Now we have both feet facing 45 degrees to the left. All the weight is still on this left leg and back, and that allows us to free up the right knee, lift up the knee a little bit, and have our toe just barely touching the ground with the right toe. We begin the next step. Bring the toe to the heel, and then shoot the toe backward. Shoot it back. It doesn't have to go so far that you feel, that you're going to fall over, but just a little bit back. Make contact with the right toe, then gradually pour all your weight to your whole right foot. It's holding all your weight. Your hips are now facing the right, so you want your left foot to slide so it's facing the right 45 as well. All the weight's still on the right. We lift up the left toe. Yeah. Next, you're going to take, just like before, same thing. Take the left foot, bring it to your right heel, and then shoot that left foot back to the corner. Place the toe on the ground, gradually put more weight till you're holding yourself completely on the left foot, and then you want to spin your right toe around so everything's facing 45 degrees to the left. All your weight on the left so you can lift up your right knee, your right toe, and shoot it back. Take another step back to the corner, gradually put all your weight on the right leg, and then turn that left toe 45. All the weight still being held on the right. You're turned to the 45-degree right, and your final movement is to pick up the knee, be on your toe. Be gentle on your toe there. And again, step back to the corner. Place all the weight now on the left leg, which frees your right leg up to turn, facing the left, and pick up the knee. And we'll start on to the next section. Next, we're going to be doing the same thing, but from the side. So the same movement, same backward stepping. I'll get to a point so you can see the whole body. We plant this right leg down. Plant the right leg down. We're doing this mirror image. And with the right leg planted, we're going to turn to the right. Turn our body to that right corner a little bit. Free up the left leg. Put the left toe in front. This is where we'd have our right hand out to the side, but we're just going to focus on the toes. Bring the left toe back, shoot the left toe behind you diagonally, and then put all the weight little by little until all your weight's on that left leg. You're going to free up the right toe to turn. Once you've turned and you're facing the right, you pick up the right toe and then shoot it backward. Shoot it back diagonally. First putting all the weight on the toe, and then all the weight on the right leg completely, turning the left leg until we're facing to the right 45 degree. Pick up the left leg and then shoot that toe behind you, again 45 degrees. Gradually put all your weight on the left leg, turn the right foot, and then you're ready to lift up your right knee and your right toe. And then shoot that back. Shoot the right leg back, put all the weight on the right leg, turn the left toe, and then gradually pick up the left knee. All the weight still on the right leg here. We're going to continue now. The next step is going to be to put the hands and the legs together. We've already done the holding the ball hand movement, turning to this side, hold the ball. We've done brushing the knee, pushing the right hand while we brush with the left hand, going the other side, pushing the left hand, brush with the right. And then we finally done this pushing back the monkey, taking the right hand, push forward, let the left hand slide up, and then palms face up. Take the left hand, push forward, right hand lifts up, finally palms face up. There are 3 hand movements. We've done our stepping, which is a forward step, rocking forward, rock back, step forward again, rock back, turn. We also have the now backward stepping, which is stepping out diagonally, putting all the weight on that left leg, turning the right foot, and then shooting the right leg out diagonally, putting all the weight on the right, turning. These are our hand movements. These are our leg movements. And now it's time to put them all together. See how that goes. So let's see. We'll start with the forward stepping and holding the ball. So since we're turned to the right, we have our right hand on top with this holding the ball. We're going to step out with the left heel. And as the left heel steps out, we kind of centered here, holding the ball, right hand on top. Left heel steps out, and we lean forward, push. Strike with the left hand as we lean forward. We rock back, rotate, and put all the weight on the left. Scoop the hands, one hand down, one hand up. The right hand is scooped under. They're facing each other, and we're ready to step out with the right. And as we lean forward, strike. Rock back, rotate. As we get all the weight on the right leg, we're going to hold the ball again. Scoop the left hand under. So we have all the weight here. Right hand on top, left hand underneath. Ready to step out with the left heel, and then lean forward, strike with the left hand. Rock back, rotate, and as you finish the step, hold the ball. Step out with the right leg, now strike with the right hand. Push. The next movement, well, we can do this from the side as well, so you can see it. Just to orient, we start forward, then we orient to the right. We have our right hand on top. Since we're just checking everything, we have our right hand on top as we're oriented to the right. Take the left heel out and then strike. Lean forward and really push. As you're leaning forward, it's like you get low underneath someone and then lifting them up. So we lean forward, left hand, rise up. Next, you rock back all the weight on the right, and then finish all the weight on the left leg, come together. We have the left hand up, right heel goes out, and then we strike. Right hand lifts up and strikes. Rock back, turn, all the weight on this leg here, step out with the left leg, and strike with the left hand. Forward, using your whole body, from the shoulder, then to the elbow, to the wrist, strike with the whole body. Rock back onto the right leg, and then finish all the weight on the left, and bring the right leg here, step out with the right, and then finally striking with the right hand. Good. Rock back, turn, all the weight on the right, and then finish. So we're next going to do the forward stepping with the brush knee. Just as before, we're going to first face the front, and then also face the profile, just so you can see from 2 different angles. So facing the front, we're going to turn to the right, bend the knees, have all the weight on the right leg, and rather than holding the ball like we did before, we're now having the hands up, ready to brush the knee. The right hand is up, left palm is down, and you're going to step out to the left, diagonal. Allow the left hand to go down and brush, while the top right hand comes forward and pushes. And you're going to flex both the wrists at the same time here. Then you keep the hands where they are as you rock back, complete the step, and reset with the left palm up, right palm face down. You're going to step out to the right and then brush the knee with the right hand as you push with the left hand. Yeah, rock back, step forward and right hand up, step out with the left leg, brush the knee with the left hand, push with the right hand, relax. And then rock back, again resetting left hand up now. As we step out with the right, we brush with the right hand, push with the left, both hands flex. Now I'm going to do the same thing from the side, doing the side profile for you to see. We're starting now forward, then we orient a little bit to the right here, and then we have the right hand up, right palm up, left palm down, left leg steps out, and you're going to brush the knee as you push with the right hand. Rock back, rotate. Now lifting up the left palm straight up, the right palm down, step out with the right, brush the knee, forward and push. Good. Rock back. Rotate and lift up the right hand, right palm, step out with the left leg, forward, push. Relax. Rock back, rotate, lift up, left hand up, step out with the right leg, right hand brushes the knee while the left hand pushes. Rock back. And here we go. Finally, the last movement will be stepping back and with the back hand, pushing back monkey with the hands and the stepping back movement. Gonna see if we can orient it, do exactly like we did before, facing forward first and then also facing to the side. So we'll begin turning our hips to the right, 45 degrees, bending the knees, placing the left toe on the ground and left hand in front, right hand out to the side. Begin the movement, sending the right hand forward, same time sending the left leg back on the toe. As you're pressing, you're leaning back, getting all the weight on the left, and then lifting up the left hand until we're finally ready to reset. Turn the palms up and have the right toe just barely touching the ground. Begin the movement with the left hand now, pushing forward with the left hand while the right leg scoops back. Whole body goes back onto the right foot and the right hand rises. Reset, two palms up, and let your left toe just barely be touching the ground. Begin again. Shoot the right hand forward, left toe back diagonally, putting your weight on the left while you raise up the left hand. Turn the palms up to reset, and you just have your right toe in front. Begin again. Shoot the left hand in front while the right toe goes diagonally back. Put all your weight onto your right foot. Let the right hand rise, palms up. And you see, we broke it down in this session to make sure you have the hands first, very comfortable, so you know where they flow, and then the leg movement, stepping back, very comfortable. And the idea is that you want to practice each of these separately. You want the hands to know themselves, to know their own pathway, feel comfortable in the direction that they're going so that you don't actually have to think about it. And the same thing with the legs. You want them to know exactly where you're putting the weight, when you're putting the weight down. Once you have each of these separately, naturally, you'll be able to put them together without having to think. They'll just coordinate naturally. So we'll begin doing this from the side as well so you get a different view. We're going to start by turning to the right 45 degrees, putting the weight on the right and the left toe in front. That means our right hand's to the side, our left hand is in front. Begin the movement with the right palm pushing forward while we send the left toe diagonally backward. And then gently put all the weight little by little onto the left and allow that left hand to rise. You kind of have your back to the screen right now. Resetting the movement with the palms up and just the right toe touching. Now you're going to be sending your left palm forward with your right toe diagonally back. Put all the weight on the right. As you're leaning onto the right leg, you're now lifting up the right palm to the side and finally resetting. Palms up, left toe on the ground. Shoot the right hand forward and the left toe backward together at the same time, putting the weight on the left and lifting up the left palm. Then both palms face up. You have a move here so you can see you have your right toe in front. Eventually, you're going to shoot the left hand forward at the same time as the right toe back. Put all your weight. As you're pressing, is when you're pressing with your hand, you're also leaning back, lifting up the palms, resetting. Shoot the other leg, shoot the other palm. You want the pushing of your palm to coordinate with the stepping back, reaching back with your toe. And you kind of leave it to your own body to coordinate it. You'll figure out what makes sense, when to go, when to turn with all these movements. You have the hands going very naturally. They know when your hips are turned a certain way, your palm will be placed a certain way, and when your hip is turned a certain way, your foot will be placed a certain way. So you don't actually have to think about your hands and your feet. Just think about your waist, think about your core. And from the core coordinating it, the hands know where to go, the legs know where to go. And if you've done these each separately, if you had the hands following your waist and the legs following your waist, then as you go, hands and legs together, you just let them flow. Now, I don't know how else to say other than once the hands know what to do on their own and once the legs know what to do, you just follow your hips. When I'm turned to the side and I lean forward, I press. When I lean forward here, I press. And I can, with the forward stepping, I can be doing this pong, holding the ball, pressing. With a backward stepping, I can be doing the pushing back the monkey. With the forward stepping, I could also be doing the brushing the knee. So you can kind of play around when you're doing a forward step, which of those two you want to do, holding the ball or brushing the knee. And you can experiment, put your own pattern. But the whole point is getting your hips to move comfortably, getting your hands to move comfortably. The hands follow the hips, the feet follow the hips. So both hands and feet will be coordinated with the hips. Together, you'll be able to put these into practice and have it be a uniform movement. Hopefully, that's been helpful. And until next time.